What Men Want is the reboot that we've all been waiting for of What Women Want, a movie in which a gentleman hears women's thoughts. And in this movie, Miss Taraji P. Henson hears the thoughts of men, and chaos ensues. Men are dirty, disgusting creatures, and we find out everything they're thinking, which is mostly a good thing, but also Taraji learns a lot about herself. Surprise, surprise. Not Taraji. Taraji's an actress, but she's playing a character named Ali who learns a lot about herself. Taraji already knows everything there is to know. It's a very funny script with very funny people involved, but also it's a kind of an exciting thing to be telling a story about a woman who is breaking the barriers of a male-dominated industry and moving up in the world in spite of a lot of resistance, which is cool, I think, in this day and age to be talking about. It is exciting to be telling a story about a woman breaking the glass ceiling, especially in the sports industry, which is so male-dominated and so male-focused. This gives us a chance to remind everybody that there is a whole world of female athletes and female sports and even female sports agents, which is cool to be talking about. I play the role of Brandon, who is Ali, Taraji's assistant, and sort of confidant and always there, long-suffering, taking abuse, but doing it with a smile, assistant. And I'm just sort of there to be her sounding board, and I'm also sort of the only one in on this big secret, because she can hear my thoughts, much to my chagrin. If you can imagine what would happen if your boss could hear everything you were thinking and how terrifying that would be. That's sort of what Brandon is going through in the movie. Being on the set has been super surreal. I mean, like, comedy heroes of mine, like Tracy Morgan, are here, and also, like, people like Jason Jones and Max Greenfield, which is just, like, having fun being around people that are so freaking funny. And then, obviously, Taraji is one of the absolute greats, and getting to not only work with her, but learn from her is, like, such a treat and so exciting. And then, yeah, when we have people like Devontae Freeman and Shaq and Lisa Leslie just sort of like hanging around set, it is very weird and very awesome. Taraji can do anything, which, I mean, I guess I always sort of knew, but then you see it up close and personal, it's like, oh wow, she can really do anything. She can go from being so unbelievably funny and slapstick and goofy and silly to just like absolutely bringing you to tears, like drop of a hat. And I mean, she's one of a kind, obviously, but getting to see it up close and personal has been like just mind-blowing. Adam Shankman is the director of What Men Want, and he is the funniest person and the fastest thinking person and the sweetest person, which is all the best person when you mush it all together. He makes this such a fun, easy work environment and a place that we want to come every day and joke around and occasionally get stuff done. But it's just, he's the kind of director that you want to work with because he makes it fun to be at work. I'm excited that this story, which is a lot of fun and has been a lot of fun since it first came around in 2000 and now it's back, but looking completely different with a lot of diversity and a woman front and center and a gay character front and center, or just off to the side of front and center, and all of that diversity and new faces, I think, is a great thing to be happening in 2019, and I'm glad it's happening, and I'm very glad to be a part of it. I think audiences are going to love seeing Taraji P. Henson be silly and hilarious and amazing as she always is, but I think in new and different ways, which is amazing. And, you know, people like Tracy Morgan showing up and just being as funny as you can imagine, and then fun cameos from Shaq and Mark Cuban and Lisa Leslie and all sorts of other very cool people that we've got to have around here. If I could hear anyone in the cast thoughts, I would probably pick between Pete Davidson and Tracy Morgan, but you don't really have to because they tell you everything they're thinking. So, I don't know. Taraji has a great dog. I'd love to know what he's thinking. K-Ball, really great French bulldog. I'd like to get in his head.